From architecture to painting and sculpture, literature to live music and theater, Radio 111 presents The Desert Scene, your connection to culture and entertainment in the desert cities. Here's Bonnie G.
And welcome to The Desert Scene. I'm your host, Bonnie G, here with my fabulous producer, Brian Mendoza. And we're so happy to welcome to the show today Suzie Wourms, who we go way back. Hi, Suzie. How are you?
I'm fine. Long time no talk to.
Oh, my gosh. I can't even remember. It seems like 50 years ago that we did. Well, it was Rumors, right? Rumors of the Palm Canyon Theater.
Yes, actually, it will be 25 years in October.
Are you serious? Oh, my God.
I'm serious. 1998.
Of course, we were both 15 at the time. So
yes, absolutely.
We were very precocious. That was such fun. So you are now in the cast of a play that's Script to Stage to Screen is presenting Robert Dame's Prepping for Widowhood, directed by Morgana Corelli. So tell us a little bit about the story.
Well, it centers on four women who've been friends since college, so they've known each other for 50 years. They're in their 70s. And although they meet in between times, they have a set party that they do 4 times a year, one per season, and each woman is born in a different season. My character, Virginia, was born in the winter.
Okay.
But they get together these 4 times a year, specifically to play bridge and to drink Manhattans. And then they have interesting conversations.
Okay. And
this is no different from this is quite different from other conversations when they talk about prepping for widowhood.
Yeah. And now the cast features yourself, Mary Ewing, Kimberly Cole, Sue Roaster. Is it Roaster? The other names I'm familiar with, and many of these people I know. I don't know Sue. Is she new to town?
Not necessarily new to town. I know that she has done some theater in the past, but it's been a long time.
Okay.
So she's just kind of coming back into it. So
okay.
I don't know about the other work she's done.
Okay. Tiffany Lobu. Am I getting? I know I've seen her. Yeah, and of course Rupert Smith. I've known him for years. He's fabulous. And Morgana Corelli is directing. So tell us about the cast and the rehearsal process. Are you having a good time?
Yes, we are. Of course, script to stage to screen is different because it's a staged reading. It's
right.
Not the formal stage reading with music stands, standing behind those or sitting. We actually use props. We move about the stage with our scripts. We have costume pieces. So it's pretty close to a full production, but we're holding script. Mm-hmm. And Morgana has done this once before with script stage to screen last November. And this is her second directorial show that she's doing here at Script to Stage to Screen, and she's doing a great job. It's she has some great ideas, and she entertains our ideas, and it's a collaboration, and it's a fun play. It's a funny play written by a well-known author who's written for film and television, and we have some very interesting characters. It kind of is almost like a Golden Girls situation. There are 4 of us.
Yeah.
And we have children. We've been married, and I am the one that's widowed and has been widowed for 5 years and was married to the same man for over 40 years. And that is an interesting parallel because that's the same for me personally. Mm-hmm. I've been a widow for 5 years, and I was married to my husband for over 40.
Wow.
So the conversation starts with, wow, we've been married, we've raised our children, but all of us, basically stayed home. We didn't have careers except for Margaret, who pipes in and said, well, I've been a concert pianist. I didn't just stay at home, but most of us have. And there was one other person, the character that Sue plays, has been married and divorced and widowed about 3 times.
Okay.
So Betty, Mary Ewing's character, pipes up, we haven't had careers. What are we going to be doing with the rest of our lives? Virginia, my character, you're the one that's widowed. You've been widowed for 5 years. How do we prepare for widowhood?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting idea. And I'm looking at the playwright's bio. Robert James, originally from St. Louis. He's written, produced, and directed over 30 television series, award-winning playwright. And this was produced in January 2022 by the Best Medicine Rep Company in Gaithersburg, Maryland, which is interesting. That is my home. That's my neck of the woods. I grew up in Maryland.
Yeah, and I lived in Rockville for a while. We've had that conversation a long time ago.
Yeah. And so that's exciting. Now, so script to stage to screen. I did a number of things with them early on. Is Robert? I know oftentimes the playwright is there, and they do a question and answer after the production. Is he going to be there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know whether he's going to be there or not. But he has quite a resume. He's even written and directed for producers like Aaron Spelling and Steven Spielberg. I mean, he's got quite a resume.
Yeah, that's very impressive. But the times that they have done, it's really great when it works out so that the playwright can be there, because especially if it's new works and a lot of times it's brand new works that have never been produced at all anywhere. And I think it's very, I think it's really probably helpful for the playwright to have the audience see how the audience reacts to this kind of being up on its feet and what works and what doesn't, and maybe some changes he might make. Have you done a number of things with scripted stage to screen before?
This is my first foray into staged reading since college. Okay. And back then we called it reader's theater. And of course this is a slightly different take on it with moving or about the stage and so forth, with script in hand. So it's interesting learning how to handle the script and still be in the moment with the other actor. So I find it very interesting and very rewarding, because I'm working with some great talent, and we really gel. We get along well, and I think the flow is good between everyone. Now, Tiffany plays my daughter in this. She's like approaching middle age and raised a child and so on. So she gets kind of pulled into our situations, the older lady situations, and she starts thinking about, wow, should I start thinking about this? Should I start prepping for widowhood?
Right.
And they want me to be the trailblazer, get out there and date and everything. I said, I have a perfect marriage, basically. We raised our kids. I had a wonderful life. Why would I want to do that? And then they get me to realize, or my character to realize, that there is some life left.
Right, there's still life out there. Yeah, sitting at home watching TV and all that stuff. So I began to realize that, hey, you know what? After 5 years of losing my husband, I'm lonely. Yeah, maybe it's time to get out there. Yeah. Well, tell us.
She's a very traditional person, though, and she doesn't really like going for the online dating. She tried it. She didn't like it. She tried to book a cruise, and she's into serendipity, just things happening naturally. Spontaneously, So
tell us just a little bit, Suzie, quickly about where are you from originally? Tell us a little bit about your theater background before this.
Oh, okay. I grew up in Southern California. I got interested in theater in high school. I went to Cal State Fullerton, where I received my degree in theater. After that, I had gone off and done different things. I got married, ended up getting a post-baccalaureate certificate in legal assisting. And it had been like 20 years since I'd done anything. We moved to this area from Maryland after my husband finished his residency at Bethesda Naval Hospital. And I started working for attorneys out here. And we'd been here quite a while, at least, 10 years. And then a theater opportunity opened up, and it's like, and that's Wourms. That was the first thing I'd done in 20 years. So, and then it just went on from there, and I can't count all the shows I've done in this valley now.
That's fabulous.
It's been fun.
So let's talk about specifically Prepping for Widowhood. It's Friday and Saturday, March 24th and 25th, 7:30 p.m. at the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Desert, which is on Via Vial in Rancho Mirage. Tickets are $10. You can get them buy them by cash or check at the door or via PayPal on the website, www.script2stage2screen.com. And they've changed their COVID policy. It's a little, there's still masks required when you're in the theater, correct? Right. Okay.
Yeah, and as of now, they're not requiring evidence of vaccination. That may change later on depending on how COVID goes.
Right, exactly.
but right now it's just masks inside the building.
Okay, and so this sounds really interesting. Prepping for Widowhood. Again, it's directed by Morgana Corelli, featuring Mary Ewing, Kimberly Cole, Suzie Wourms, Sue Roser, Tiffany LeBeau, Rupert Smith. And these are really fun. It's really fun to Script to Stage to Screen has really grown and done some really great stuff. And if you haven't had a chance to go see something there at the church in Rancho Mirage, I encourage people to do it. It's really it's a fun experience. Well, congratulations.
Well, it's obviously thank you. It's obviously successful because it started in 2010. It's been around for 13 years.
Yeah.
So they're doing something right.
Doing something right, absolutely. Well, Suzie Wourms, congratulations. Sounds like a really fun show. Hope you have a great show. And thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Great talking to you, Bonnie. Take care.
Okay. Suzie, have a great day. The rest of you, will talk to you the next time on The Desert Scene.